aspirants. I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from InKar IAS Academy. Today we are going to see about the 6th December current affairs, the topic from the three nations as foray into summit display. This topic taken from the Delhi edition. The topic comes under our GS2 bilateral, regional and global groupings and agreements. Why in the news? The Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit to Brazil, Nigeria and Guyana the was exceptionally well designed to achieve multiple objectives. It was India's latest foray into summit diplomacy, covering three different geographic regions like Africa, Latin America, and also the Caribbean islands. Encompassed an extensive interaction on the bilateral, regional, and global issues. The Prime Minister's primary purpose was to represent India is a 19th summit of Group of 20, that is G20 in Brazil, is spending ample time in the two countries, enhance the impact of the transcontinental journey. It is a close look at how the visit unfolded and how it outcomes is an index to understanding India's current foreign policy priorities. The halt of Abuja, Nigeria was not pit stop. It was a full-scale state visit to Africa's most populous nation and the fourth largest economy. The worst African nation international heft has been increasing as evidenced by the presence at the G20 summit last year at India. Invitation on the BRICS, that is to join it as a partner state. That Nigeria recent chairship of the Economic Community of West African State, that is ECOWAS, is relevant to as two large democracies and multi-religion, multi-ethnic, multilinguistic society develop the unity in diversity. India and Nigeria are two natural partners. So this is a main foray, that is a country visit will give the very utmost. The country visits of primary Modi's visit to Nigeria, Brazil, Guyana, that was exceptionally well designed. It's a summit, the diplomacy covering three geographical area. It's a well-known factor to integrate all the economical strategic cooperations. That is the first thing is the Nigeria, the first leg. Halt at Abuja, a full scale visit. That is a halt at Abuja, Nigeria was not a pit stop, it was a full scale state visit to Africa's most populous nation and also the north largest economy. Nigeria's growing international influence, the West African nation, international health has been increasing as evident by the presence of G20 summit last year. Is at India's invitation, that is a invitation to join it as a partner state. That is a Nigeria's recent chairship of the Economic Community of West African State ECOWAS. There is a national partnership between India and Nigeria. Is a two large democracy country, that is a multi-religious, multi-ethnic, multilinguistic. The society decide to unity in diversity, and the India and Nigeria are the very good natural partners, and also there is a signals of appreciation from the Nigerian leadership. We got the ample signals to convey its appreciation of India's expanding economic and political influence of the robust African policy. The formal gifting of the keys of the city of Abuja to Mr. Modi, that is a ceremonial welcome at the State House, complete with a 21 gun salute. It is a very important and a very good welcoming of our Prime Minister. That is a conferment of a top national award. The award citation referred to the Modi's leadership to stellar contribution of the fostering India Nigeria's ties, and noted that India has been positioned as a global powerhouse under the transformative governance. That is a Nigerian's role as a beneficiary of India's diplomatic assistance. That is an important beneficiary of India's development assistance, human resource development related program has been keen to the advance of that strategic partnership by expanding the lateral, that is a bilateral cooperation between like global level and all, is a very good ready and willing to expand this relationship. That Abuja confirmed two leaders assessment and much potential existed, and also expanding cooperation in the trade, investment, education, energy, health, culture, people to people ties. new areas such as agriculture, urban transportation, renewable energy, and also the digital transformation was identified. That is a joint commitment against the terrorism and also the extremism. Besides, they renewed the three memorandum of understanding were signed due to probably the bureaucratic delays on the host side, and also there is a positive step for the Nigerian relationship. That is overall was a clear plus for India's Nigeria relationship in G20. The centerpieces of in Brazil, that is a key G20 centerpiece of Brazil, the summit 19th summit of G20 comprising 19 powerful economists with two regional organizations hosted Rio de Janeiro in November 18 and 19. It took forward the people-centric decision adopted to at the New Delhi summit by mainstreaming key perspective of global south into the G20 decision making. That Rio Declaration and Brazilian presidency prioritize, that is a social inclusion and also sustainable development and also reform of global governance institution. There is a key development at this summit was, that is a global alliance against hunger and poverty. It was launched to serve as a platform for the mobilizing the finance and knowledge sharing on a wide scale, and also there is a sustainable development in the right treated in previous position but failed to make headway on the climate finance. That is a multilateral bank reforms that are better, bigger, and more effective multilateral development branches with a group calling the early implementation, and also there is a reform WTO reform as a United Nations. There is a nothing new in G20 pronouncement, that is a United Nations and World Trade Organization reform, and also we should focus on economic development and also the climate change. The conflict rage of Europe, West Asia leaders sought peaceful resolution and focused attention to the significant issues in the economic development and also the climate change. While experts debated the G20 summit achievement, many expressed the view that it was the group concentrated on the implementing decision. There is a interactions and diplomacy at the summit. That is Rio summit provided many opportunity for leaders to interact the plenary hall and on the sidelines. And Mr. Modi said several leaders, notably from the United States, Europe, and also the global South countries. There is a Indian external minister, Mr. S. Jaishankar, met his Chinese counterpart, that Wang Ya. I devised the next stage of the Indian-China reapproachment. Also, there is a Guyana, Guyana as a wrap up. On the third leg, Mr. Modi traveled to Guyana, a nation of fewer than 1 million people in the Caribbean region. Guyana's importance came into focus. 40% population is of Indian region. A robust bilateral cooperation program exists. Guyana has energy resources and is an important player in the regional affairs, and also there is a expanding cooperation across diverse sectors like energy, defense, digital collaboration, education, food security, urban development. So there is a 10 MOUs signed between the India and the Guyana, and also there is a Indian Caribbean Community Summit in Georgetown. India and the Caribbean Community held their second summit in the Georgetown, Guyana. That is enable Mr. Modi interact with about a dozen leaders of the successful neighborhood bodies. Seven pillar of deepened cooperation, that is a capacity building, agriculture and food security, renewable energy and also the climate change, innovation, technology and trade, cricket and culture, ocean economy and also the Medicare and health. So these are the your priorities and also the need. What was the conclusion in sum? The Prime Minister visit packed a lot within 6 days. It contributed to enhancing India's global standing and Mr. Modi's image as popularly abroad. And also Guyana President, that is Irfan Ali, hailed him as a champion among leaders who has led incredibly through the expedition implementation of the diplomacy announced New Delhi could continue optimize the outcomes of the bold diplomacy relations. Thank you so much.